The pop method can be particularly handy because it does two name. The pop method can be particularly handy because it does two things. It removes the last element, and it returns that last element as a value. For example, let's start with our animals array. Polar bear, monkey, cat, dog, llama. Then we'll create a new variable called last animal and save the last animal into it by calling animals.pop. Animals. Polar bear, monkey, cat, dog, llama. var last animal equals animals.pop, last animal. Llama. Animals. Polar bear, monkey, cat, dog. Animals.pop. Dog. Animals. Polar bear, monkey, cat. Animals.unshift last animal. 4 animals. Llama, polar bear, monkey, cat. When we call animals.pop, at the last item in the animals array, llama, is returned and saved in the variable last animal. Llama is also removed from the array, which leaves us with 4 animals. When we call animals.pop, again at dog is removed from the array and returned, leaving only 3 animals in the array. When we used animal.pop on dog, we didn't save it into a variable, so that value isn't saved anywhere anymore. The llama, on the other hand, was saved to the variable last animal, so we can use it again whenever we need it. At, we use unshift last animal to add llama back onto the front of the array. This gives us a final array of llama, polar bear, monkey, cat. Pushing and popping are a useful pair because sometimes you care about only the end of an array. You can push a new item onto the array and then pop it off when you're ready to use it. We'll look at some ways to use pushing and popping later in this chapter. To remove and return the first element of an array, use .shift. Animals. Llama, polar bear, monkey, cat. var first animal equals animals.shift. First animal, llama. You can use unshift and shift to add and remove items from the beginning of an array just as you'd use push and pop to add and remove items from the end of an array. First array. Concat. Other array. The term concat is short for concatenate, a fancy computer science word for joining 2 values together. The concat method will combine both arrays into a new array, with the values from first array added in front of those from other array. For example, say we have a list of some furry animals and another list of some scaly animals, and we want to combine them. If we put all of our furry animals in an array called furry animals and all of our scaly animals in an array called scaly animals, entering furry animals.concat scaly animals will create a new array that has the values from the first array at the beginning and the values from the second array at the end. var furry animals equals alpaca, ring-tailed lemur, yeti. var scaly animals equals boa constrictor, Godzilla. var furry scaly animals equals furry animals.concat scaly animals. Furry scaly animals. Alpaca. Ring-tailed lemur, yeti, boa constrictor. Godzilla. Furry animals. alpaca, ring-tailed lemur, yeti, scaly animals, boa constrictor, Godzilla, even though first array, dot concat, other array, returns an array containing all the elements from first array and second array. Neither of the original arrays is changed. When we look at furry animals and scaly animals, they're the same as when we created them. Joining multiple arrays, you can use concat to join more than two arrays together. Just put the extra arrays inside the parentheses, separated by commas. Var furry animals equals alpaca, ring-tailed lemur, yeti. Var scaly animals equals boa constrictor, Godzilla. Var feathered animals equals macaw, dodo. Var all animals equals furry animals. Concat scaly animals, feathered animals. All animals. Alpaca, ring-tailed lemur, yeti, boa constrictor. Godzilla, macaw. Dodo. Here the values from feathered animals get added to the very end of the new array, since they are listed last in the parentheses after the concat method. Dot index of element colors, and then ask for the index positions of blue and green with colors dot index of blue and colors dot index of green, because the index of blue in the array is 2, colors dot index of blue returns 2. The index of green in the array is 1, so colors dot index of green returns 1. Var colors equals red, green, blue. Colors dot index of blue. 2 colors dot index of green. 1. Index of is like the reverse of using square brackets to get a value at a particular index. Colors 2 is blue. So colors dot index of blue is 2. Colors 2 blue. Colors dot index of blue 2, even though blue appears third in the array, its index position is 2 because we always start counting from 0. And the same goes for green. Of course, at index 1, if the element whose position you ask for is not in the array, JavaScript returns -1. Colors dot index of purple -1. This is JavaScript's way of saying that doesn't exist here, while still returning a number. If the element appears more than once in the array, the index of method will return the first index of that element in the array. Var insects equals b, and b, and insects dot index of b 0. Dot join. Var boring animals equals monkey, cat, fish, lizard. Boring animals dot join. Monkey, cat, fish, lizard. When you call the join method on an array, it returns a string containing all the elements, separated by commas. But what if you don't want to use commas as the separator? You can use dot join separator to do the same thing, but with your own chosen separator between each value. The separator is whatever string you put inside the parentheses. For example, we can use 3 different separators. A hyphen with spaces on either side, an asterisk, and the word C's with spaces on either side. Notice that you need quote marks around the separator, because the separator is a string. Var boring animals equals monkey, cat, fish, lizard. Boring animals dot join. Monkey, cat, fish, lizard. Boring animals. Join. Monkey, cat, fish, lizard. Boring animals. Join sees. Monkey sees cat, sees fish, sees lizard. This is useful if you have an array that you want to turn into a string. Say you have lots of middle names and you've got them stored in an array, along with your first and last name. You might be asked to give your full name as a string. Using join. With a single space as the separator, will join all your names together into a single string. Var my names equals Nicholas, Andrew, Maxwell, Morgan. My names. Join. Nicholas, Andrew, Maxwell, Morgan. If you didn't have join, you'd have to do something like this, which would be really annoying to type out. My name's 0, my name's 1, my name's 2, my name's 3. Nicholas, Andrew, Maxwell, Morgan. Also, this code would work only if you had exactly 2 middle names. If you had 1 or 3 middle names, you'd have to change the code. With join, you don't have to change anything. It prints out a string with all of the elements of the array, no matter how long the array is. Now you know lots of different ways to create arrays and play